Sweet. So, well, I'm glad I woke up in a good mood today to do this.
You're not going to sing the like intro song to this thing, Sam? I thought you had prepared something.
Do we have it? Oh, I should have prepared something.
Like, can you sing on the spot? Sing something on the spot.
Here we are in a shelter in place, and you're looking at my face, and we're gonna talk.
So
All right. So my name is Sam Sirico. I am. What do I do at work anymore? I'm the creative services manager. I don't even know anymore because I haven't been at work in like 2 months, and I am here with. Somebody go first.
Go for
Taylor Amarante.
Hold on.
The artist formerly known as the in-stadium show host.
Used to be known by number 4.
Were you number 4, Marv?
For this team, I was.
Does that have any significance to it, or was it the only one that was available?
There was some significance with every number I had. So 2 is my soccer number, and 16 was what I had in Toronto. That was double my dad's number in San Diego, which was 8. And then in Colorado, I had 22, which is just 2 2s.
Yeah.
I wanted that, but Tommy Thompson had it. So then I just doubled it.
I always was number 2 for Derek Jeter, because that's my big one.
25.
It used
Always
to be
25.
25?
Yeah.
Why?
A few reasons, but mainly my birthday is April 25th, and that's also like Portuguese Independence Day. So since I was a kid, like 25 was like this big. The fact that my birthday was on that day was such a big deal, so I took 25 forever.
Very nice.
It's a solid golden birthday right there.
Yeah, true.
All right, so here we are, first shelter-in-place edition of Off Pitch 74, which we actually haven't done yet this year. And I wasn't going to say anything and ask whether we were going to continue doing this, but I guess here we are. We're doing it now. So,
it's good to not talk about podcasts.
What?
When we talk on podcasts.
Yeah.
This is like really off pitch, like off the pitch, like by a few miles.
Oh,
this is super off pitch, like not even players are on the pitch right now. So this is like very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Appropriate? Very, whatchamacallit? Okay, so anyway, let's just cut the ish and let's just get straight to it, okay? So I want to start off with the story about Marv. Have you realized that we were in New York right before all of this went down? Like, did that even register in your mind? Because that didn't register in my mind at first until I was like, holy crap, like we were in New York right before all of this hit the fan.
I legit had no idea before you sent over our little like summary of what we wanted to talk about today. And thinking back, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I haven't, like you said that to me and I haven't told my wife, but she would freak out. She'd probably be like, oh my gosh, I knew it. I'd be like, look, babe, it's fine. If I did have it, I have the antibodies now. So I don't know how this works. Where's Fauci?
Dude, you know what's funny about that? So Marv and I went out there for the fashion show to reveal all of the new jerseys. And it was funny because that gaming guy, Ninja, was like right next to you the entire time. And I was like, I kept looking at him. And I remember my stepson always likes to make his gaming names I'm Not Ninja. And at the time, it didn't like click in my head that, hey, this is the ninja that he's talking about. And I took some really cool photos while we were there, and I finally got them developed, and I was like, oh my God, Ninja, that's probably the guy that he was talking about and that he loves. And so I showed him the picture because I got this really cool picture of you and him standing next to each other. And I was like, hey, kiddo, I was like, is this the ninja that you're like always obsessed with? And he was like, no way. Like I should have like had him do a little like video for him or something. I felt kind of bad that I like didn't put 2 and 2 together, but anyway,
we were doing a bunch of that stuff. Like the big name people, a lot of people like for like Dude Perfect. I think Mike McGee said, we watch you guys every day. Could you please do like a video? And they had this whole thing set up where it was like, all right, you want to do it? Okay. And then just like that quick. And then all of a sudden it was like all 4 of them just said like either a happy birthday or a hey, what's up. They had that plan coordinated and all that stuff.
I should
It
have done
was a really fun experience, by the way. That was cool.
It was really cool.
Sam, that's crazy that you bring that up because my buddies and I we went on a bachelor party trip to Spain and Portugal, and we were in Spain when Italy announced that they had their first cases of it, and we were like, and then a few days later we left to Lisbon, and we were in Lisbon, and we're in the airport, and we look up at the TV screen, and they're talking about how Spain now has cases of coronavirus, and all of our buddies, we like look at each other and we were like, dude, we need to get the hell out of here, man.
Yeah.
And I remember we were flying out of the Lisbon airport, and people were like, it felt like the travelers from Asia had masks on already in the Lisbon airport. And my buddies and I were like, dude, this must be super bad over there because we just heard of it getting here and these guys already have masks on. So when we flew home, we all quarantined ourselves for 2 weeks. Some of our friends got sick, but didn't know what it was or if it was a cold or what. But everybody was so afraid that everyone who went on that trip stayed away from their families for 2 weeks.
Wait, some of your buddies that were on that trip got sick after?
Oh, yeah. When they came back, everybody had, like, even myself and 3 others all had, like, colds or symptoms of that. But it's that thing, that denial, and we didn't want to find out either. So we were just like, we're going to stay in our houses for 2 weeks and not go see anybody. And yeah, it freaked us out pretty good, man.
I just imagine you guys like being on the plane and like, you know that scene from Independence Day where like flames are like right behind the plane, but you guys are
they're just
right when we saw the news on it, we immediately rewound back to like all the bars we were in Barcelona and Madrid. We went to 3 games. We went to Champions League, Europa League, and La Liga games. We were at that game where Messi scored like 4 goals. We were there, and it was packed, 80,000 people. So we kept thinking, oh my God. Yeah, it was wild, man.
Okay, well, you win that conversation.
No, I don't think there's a winner there. I don't think
there's like the cool side of things.
There's no winner. There's no winner.
But like the gross side of things, I've been sick after coming from a trip. I went to Cabo and with my wife, and then we came back. And on our way back through the customs and all that, this lady that was a couple rows behind us just kept sniffling and rubbing her nose and roughing her. I'm like, man, that lady is sick. But in the customs line, you kind of zigzag back and forth. She ended up being right behind me and then just and it sneezed all on my arm. She coughed and sneezed on me, and I was like, that was so gross. Don't say anything, but that was so gross. 2 days later, sick.
Oh my
God. The rest of the day, fine. The next day, kind of, whatever. And then next day, woke up and just.
You were literally the dude in the commercial, like getting coughed on, and like that one green, the droplets are like hitting you. That was you.
It was me. It was so gross. And I got sick from it. So I'm just like, ugh.
I've never been a germaphobe, but now even just like in the grocery store, I'll start getting anxiety because I'm like,
Do you have arrows on the ground telling you which way to go up and down aisle?
I don't pay attention to them. It's bad.
You're one of those people, Sam?
I am one of those people. And then,
way to be part of the problem.
People that goes into like the 10 item limit. And
I look at those people now. I look at those people, and under my mask, I do this.
Yeah, I'm super judgmental too. Oh, if you leave your cart far away from like the cart return thing, you're an evil person.
Hey,
I'm so judgmental at shopping grocery stores.
You know what else, Sam? I was thinking too is, and this is like a funny concept we talked about just last night, but you know what we'll never hear again? When someone sneezes in public and people go, "Bless you," like nobody's ever gonna do that again.
They're gonna be like, "F you, man."
No, now it's like, like, dude, really, bro? Really? You're gonna sneeze? Wow.
Where did it come from saying bless you after people sneeze?
I did look that up, and there's a lot of different answers for different cultures, and like, yeah, but I think it goes back to like, obviously Catholics. Like,
yeah,
I know my Catholic family has all these different ways to say bless you in Portuguese, and it's all about like, I don't know, paying homage for being able to sneeze. I don't know.
I remember reading something about like evil spirits are leaving you because you usually sneeze if you're sick or something like that. So if you sneeze, it's like getting it out. It's like, oh, the evil spirit's gone. God bless you. Like,
Yeah, the evil spirit is gone and now going to somebody else now.
Yeah.
dang.
Oh God. Well, speaking of this, what's been the hardest part about shelter in place for you guys?
Oh man.
Shall we start listing them off?
Dude. You want to go first, Marvell?
Sure. I miss. I can't play anymore, but I miss coaching it. I miss coaching soccer, and I miss. Okay, shelter in place would be a lot better if there were sports to watch on TV. Like just and then talking to Ted Ramey earlier, not like we started talking about. Remember the game that we watched this or that or whatever, and how much fun it was watching the game. But then you think about that and you think about how you weren't alone watching the game most of the time. Like you're out, you're having fun, you're hanging out, you're all enjoying it together. And just that kind of like togetherness and being able to just have that feeling again, severely missed. I didn't even know I missed it until it was gone. And now I'm like, oh, if only I'm about to watch some Korean League baseball. I mean, I don't know. I'm about to throw stuff against my window, just take bets on what's going to hit the ground first. Or I don't know.
Dude. For me, I'd say like non-soccer related, just like the social piece, like, you know, the feeling okay to give a hug and a handshake and like not feeling that social anxiety of like, is this person 6 feet away? How come they're not wearing a mask? Can't believe this person would do that. Like you start like just thinking these things that otherwise without this, you never would have thought. And like, whether we know it or not, long term, it's going to have an effect on some people, like especially think of the young kids who are going through this who haven't seen something crazy or a tragedy like this on this scale. You know, I feel like over time we'll find out that like it'll affect people socially. But I miss the social thing. I'm a big people person, being able to spend time with people or even just feel comfortable in big with groups. And yeah, man. But then sports to me, one thing that I think is cool is that people have gotten to see these old games, like these young kids are watching the Last Dance documentary or watching throwback games and like, you know, getting educated on like sports on a wider scale, not just today, tomorrow, the next day. Like there's a lot of history, you know?
I started watching that last night and I'm like, I'm obsessed with it. It's
so good.
So
good.
You're saying it's better than Tiger King? I should get on this.
I don't know about
Tiger King is the topic. Hey, why don't you jump to Tiger King, Sam? That's a good topic.
Look, all I'm saying is everyone had better stop talking smack about us cat people. We're nuts. We're a little crazy.
You are like a good cat owner. Those people are not good cat owners.
Hey, what's so bad about what they did?
Oh, stealing babies the second after I was horrified at that.
Triggered question.
They're like, they got like the shovel in the little area where she's giving birth and just scooping up the babies. I was like, oh. It was like,
spoilers.
Yeah. Also, I think Carol did it, but I think he probably it.
Oh, Carol did it.
Carol.
They reopened the case.
That beat Carol Baskin.
They reopened the case. Because of the documentary, they're now inspecting that all over again.
Dude,
what that film crew got there at the perfect time. Mm-hmm. Like, what perfect timing is that? Just to, I want to do a documentary.
All the craziness.
Oh,
and I'm pretty sure I followed Big Cat Rescue back in the day on Instagram. Like, yeah. I definitely remember, like, Big Cat Rescue is definitely familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So Marvell saw a tiger, and a tiger saw Marvell.
It took me, okay, so before I even watched the show, I kept seeing those memes. I'm like, what are they talking about? And then I watched it, I was like, oh no.
Every person in that is a character. Every person.
Every single one.
They're all like, happy. Hey, do you think Happy Hollow liked Tiger King, Sam? The people we met at Happy Hollow? They were cool people, but I don't know if they'd be down.
We should go back there and do like a mockumentary with those people.
Marvell, I know you had a good time too, man. They got some characters over there, but they're good people. They're just hilarious, man.
I thought they were cool. I liked them there. That was fun, like free loving, fun guys, fun girls. It was cool.
They all had like second lives too. Like one was a DJ at night.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One was like they had their things.
Well,
gotta
from
bring
what
that
I
DJ
remember from
out to
Tiger
a
King, they
game.
did not get paid well or even at all if you work for Carol. You remember
None of
that?
them got paid well, and living in trailers that had.
How are they okay with that? I don't know, man. That's.
At what point, if someone says, "Hey, we're gonna give you the expired stuff from Walmart, go for it," are you like, at what point are you like, I'm not too sure about this particular occupational decision I'm making?
And that's the expired stuff from Walmart, not from like, Zanatos or like Sprouts. You know what I mean? There's different.
They extend that expiration date a little bit at Walmart.
Sure.
Sure.
That's
I just like how she has her third husband trained.
Dude.
She got him trained. The photo where she's got him on a leash, I was like, yes, you go, Carol.
Oh my gosh, I did not see
that. You go, Carol? Nice.
Yeah, really? Really, Sam?
Take the pointers from you, Carol.
Wow.
Hey, Carol, basket lover. I'm
not going to listen to this, man. I don't want to have to talk to Ram about this. I'm going earmuffs.
Oh man!
I can see Sam going shock collar though on poor Ram, which is just super mean.
That's a good idea, actually.
What? No.
That's a good idea. Oh man, this is a different podcast. This is a totally different podcast.
You won't watch this. We're good. We're good. Oh man. Okay, so mine. I think the hardest thing, honestly, I did not think that this was going to be mentally tough. And this has been mentally tough. Like, I've had some really bad mental days. And I was like, where is this coming from? But hugs. I miss hugs. I didn't think I liked hugs, but I miss hugs. Because I'm so short, I always end up in everybody's armpit.
You hand hug. Sam is a hand hugger. She really is.
Oh,
and her hands are super small. So it's like, it's like a yeah.
I did that to Wando once, and it was the most awkward thing ever. I made like a weird noise as I was doing it too, and he was like, "What the hell? The hell was that?"
Wando's like,
"Sorry, I'll just keep walking."
Neither one of you had gloves on, so not doing it.
Oh God! Ew,
yeah, this is all gonna have to change once the curve has flattened.
What was it? This?
Don't learn it. He does not need to know.
Look how fat my hand is, though. It's like, whoa.
Oh my God. So there was one day in middle school where I forget why I went to go and see the nurse, but for some reason I was talking to her like this. I was like, yeah, hey, I've got this going on. And she looked at my hands and she was like, oh yeah, your hands are really swollen. I was like, no, I got a headache. Like, it had nothing to do with my hands. I was like, but is there something wrong with my hands? Like, are they okay?
Why did you?
I don't know why I was like talking.
He was doing the thing for Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
Or like at church. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're trying to receive her blessing, like to help to heal you.
Hey, my foot hurts. It's like what?
I don't know.
If you hand hug Taylor, it'll be like a hand smother.
You're like, like there's a bunch of bananas just hanging there. Hey, Sam, darn it, lost my train of thought. Well, that happens on Zoom. Oh, Sam.
I do miss going out too. I feel like I've turned into a homebody the older I've gotten, but now I'm like, please, after this is done, everybody invite me everywhere, and I will not flake on anybody anymore. That's stopping now.
1 week of that, and you'll be back on the couch. You're like,
I know, that's true. You're right.
I like staying at home when I want to, not when I'm told to.
Not when I'm told to.
You know what, Sam? The thing you're talking about with the mental thing is like, it doesn't matter how stable you are as a person, right? When you have something like this that affects the world in such a massive way, everybody, I've seen my friends, myself, family, you're allowed to have a day here and there where, hey, maybe you're not all right that day. Like, you know why? Because maybe you wanted to do this, or you wanted to do that, or you had something planned, or somebody you care about that you really needed to see that day, or something like, it's okay to have that thing. This is not normal. And so it's all right to kind of go through that. I feel like, I don't know. I've gone through it too a little bit. So I get it.
Oh, I like the serious side of Taylor. Aw.
This is Quarantine. This is a different guy. This is a different guy.
Okay, what do you guys miss most about game days?
Ooh.
Being there.
I know.
I mean, when you're driving, yeah.
Those guys, man.
Just on my way to the stadium, I'm getting antsy and I'm getting nervous. I'm getting excited. Then you park, and then you get to walk in, and then you hear the crowd, and then you see the people on the field, not at the bar where you're going to hang out most of the time, or the food trucks where you're probably going to be eating, looking at the giant TV instead of actually watching the game play out.
Oh, the food
a
truck.
lot.
Yeah,
I miss a lot.
I miss it too.
Yeah, I'd say the people, between the people like you work with, the people in the stands, the people on the field. Like over the last 7-8 years, I feel like I've gotten to know all those people so well that like sometimes you might be having a bad day in your regular life, but then your Quakes life makes up for it, or you're having a bad Quake. It's this thing. But yeah, man, the people, and then just being able to try to make them laugh, make a fool out of myself, have fun. When times are rough on the field, trying to like have some fun and make some memories. I don't know. What about you, Sam?
Yeah, I'm always stuck in the booth producing, but I love everybody who goes up in the.
Damn it.
I've been making these videos lately. I think my next one is gonna be me like producing, and like it's just gonna be clips of everything that's like kind of gone wrong in the past couple of seasons. So it'll be me yelling at you, Taylor, to turn your mic on. Like, his mic isn't on. Somebody turn it.
Okay, and go. Okay, and go. And go.
I miss that. I miss that so much. And it's funny, the last game we actually played, you were in the booth because Danny Miller had a Sharks game that he had to go to. And it was so funny because I feel like every second I was yelling at you about something, but I miss that. Like, I miss yelling.
I was like, Sam, I'm not up here every day, Sam. I don't know these things every day. She's like,
oh my God. I've definitely gotten crazier, like with producing. Like, I need everything to be spot on.
Yeah, but you kill it though. You do an awesome job. You balance. People have no idea how many things you are balancing on game day. It's it's unreal.
I'll get text messages from sponsorship, then I'll get somebody on the walkie, and then I've got people talking to me on the headset, and it's just, I start like throwing things and.
I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it.
Like kind of like sparked something in my head was like, he's been doing this for 8 years. That's a big chunk of life, and now you don't have that anymore. Like that's not there, but it's not like it was taken away from you. It's just not there anymore. Like it's not like you lost that position. It was just now we can't do that. We want to, but we can't. It's like I've been doing this for so long, and it's so routine, and it's so comfortable, and it feels so good. And now it's like we're just gonna take that away real quick.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think of Wando too. Like this was like Wando's swan song, his season. God willing, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm hearing that some teams are starting to train again. Who knows what that'll even look like, if it's behind closed doors, if not. But if it's behind closed doors, right? Let's say hypothetically, or something like that happens. I don't know. I'm obviously that's way above my pay grade. But is this Wando's last year? And is it like,
no.
I think he's got to play again. I think he's got to roll out, and we got to roll with him when this thing is all over. But it makes me sad.
This is not insider information because we don't know anything either.
Yeah. But of course, we want.
Mark,
we don't
would
want
you,
to
if
do
you
last
wanted,
year,
would you play another year?
Unless he scores 25 goals.
Yeah.
And then it's like, good way to go out, man. Good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think about Wando a lot, man. I'm like, damn, imagine being that guy and you give it all for so many years, and then something like this comes and like threatens like your exit, it's wild. I think he deserves to be sent off super proper,
Yep.
And if he doesn't, or if we don't play that many games or whatever, like, will this count in terms of if he doesn't get 10 goals, will this not be part of his consecutive streak?
They'll have to put an asterisk. They'll have to.
Like, what's that all about? Damn. I worry about Wando too.
If you were Wando, Mark, would you play another season after this?
What's that?
If you were Wando, would you play one more season?
If it was just, do I want to play more? Yes. And the way his body keeps up, I mean, he got second in the beat test, right? So he's clearly fit. He's clearly got the drive and motivation. I would say if I was Wando, complete body check, make sure I'm okay to do it. I'll be healthy. And then if I can, even if I'm just a bench player, I will be there. Just because, I mean, the entire city pretty much, just go behind him. You know what I mean? He's there. He's our own mascot without being cute himself. You know what I mean?
Crazy, dude.
Very well said, Marvell. I love it.
I've been
You
talking
love
for
it.
I don't know, it was a while. It's been a while.
Nice.
So speaking of that, Taylor, every guest that we're having on here, we're going to do a social media deep dive. So how do I hold on, let me see if I can figure out how to share the screen. Can I share the screen?
God, is this gonna be weird, man?
No, it's going to be great. I'm in the picture
that's
too.
nice.
I think you'll probably
okay,
even know
good.
what picture it is. There we go. This picture.
Ah, yes, indeed.
I found this photo. This photo is magical. And I want you, let's talk about.
Classic.
Yeah, this is look, we got Taz in there. So Taz was he was only part of the game day crew. He's right there in the middle. And now he's our brand manager. And then, so what was happening here, Taylor?
Yeah. So this is a classic photo because I can tell you right now, this was year one of me being in stadium host because I have slacks on and that's not happening anymore. Slacks on and the brown kicks, I don't want to get too deep into the fit, but I'm looking all right. But anyway, we're down there in the tunnel, per usual pregame, probably getting ready. We maybe did sound check for the anthem and we were getting ready to film. And I remember you and Taz were down there in the crew and we said, hey, it was the last game of the regular season, I think, because we were taking like a document.
Oh, look, October 24th. Oh.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, cool. Makes sense. And then Wando ran by us, saw us taking the photo, and I thought he had already ran by, and then he came and pulled one of the all-time photo bombs. He looks like cut and pasted right there.
He does. It looks fake, but it's real.
Yeah, where's his legs?
What?
I think one of us yelled at him. We were like, Wando, get back in here. And he came, and that just shows what kind of person he is.
Oh, wait a minute. Playoffs. Yeah, this was after we had pulled that massive – this is the game. This is before we pulled that massive win on the last game of the season.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Wow. And look at you, Sam, with your little Raiderette cheerleader pose looking like a ball.
Right.
Got that little teacup hat there. You're like, whoa.
I think I'm skinnier now, I hope.
That was a cool
Sam's gonna show up with that boom boom pow.
I'm glad you didn't pull out some weird photo of me at like age 13, super awkward. Like,
I was thinking about grabbing one of those, but I thought that picture was more appropriate for this podcast. So I don't think people have seen it.
Nice.
So let's see. So I kind of wanted there to be a nice segment within this podcast where we bring a positive news article and we share with the class. Ooh. Did you guys do that or no?
I got a funny one, not a nice.
Yes. Well, good, because mine's not funny. So this is perfect. We'll balance each other out.
So you're funny, you're not funny?
Not
so I'll be
funny.
like just regular story? You want me to just get like a regular?
Taylor, you can't do it now. You didn't do the assignment?
No, I did, but I had one funny story and one not funny, but you guys covered those.
Ooh.
I'm going to make one up.
Okay, you go first. Marvell.
Oh, okay. So funny news story.
Yes.
And I think this really does symbolize what we're all feeling deep inside. My story is about, so first of all, if I was trying to find something funny, I of course searched Florida Man first. And ooh, they're funny, but they shouldn't be funny. Like one was like, man breaks into home and sucks on another man's toes. Like, I don't want to know more about that. I'm good. I'm set.
That doesn't say Florida.
I went for a more innocent one that I think actually does speak to us.
Okay.
It's about this 5-year-old kid in Utah that got into his parents' car, planned to drive to California and buy a Lamborghini with $3 in his wallet. If you think about it, he's trying to get away. We're all trying to get away. We don't have the cash we need to buy what we want.
No.
Dude.
But we still want it so bad. And we're just gonna go take it. And then the cops stop us for our own safety.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this really speaks to us. It speaks to me. I would love to get in my car and just drive. Where would I'd probably drive to San Jose and just sit at the stadium and wait for everybody to come out and start playing again.
Dude, how does a 5-year-old even think? When I was 5 years old, I was picking my boogers and flicking them. Like,
yeah.
How does that kid decide to get behind the wheel? Like, what?
And how do you know how to drive? Not just steer, but like drive. And the cops pulled him over. How do you know to pull over when like the cops did his thing? I mean,
well, probably because the cops looked and thought nobody was driving because the 5-year-old kid was like,
yeah, terrified. 2 miles. He went 2 miles, and he drove 2 miles, no injuries, thank goodness.
What kind of person is he going to grow up to be? Ambitious?
or a driver.
Yeah, that too.
I hope he gets a Lamborghini. I'll be
I
honest.
hope he does too.
I don't. We don't want that kid on the streets in a Lambo. No. No. Get him a 1985 Toyota truck for a year like I had to do when I first got my license.
What? Would you have a Tacoma?
Dude, I had a 1985 Tacoma. And I had a camper shell on it for a little while too, man.
So okay. That's
Yeah. Picked up many a high school ladies in that old thing.
Uh-huh.
Did you let it go?
On the camper. Hey, man. Hey, anyway, that's another podcast as well. I don't want to – I'm engaged now, so.
Oh.
Although our weddings are postponed, darn it.
Yeah, I just flat out canceled mine. Screw that.
And like not gonna try it again, or just like nope, we're signing the papers, we'll be done. We'll see everybody for a party later.
We'll go get married in a garden by Lake Merritt or something with like just us family members. And then
Here's those comments from earlier though.
We're already sick of each other right now. I don't think that'll do anything. But yeah, anniversary party is what we're gonna do. Because I'd rather just plan a party and not have to worry about the wedding mumbo.
Is it gonna be in the epicenter?
Oh my God. You know what's funny is that Januso actually was like, why don't you just have the wedding at the stadium? And I like legit thought about it for about 5 minutes. And then I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm here.
You know how to work everything. You'd be in charge.
I can turn the boards on myself, create my own graphics, turn the music on.
Danny Miller's like, and now, please rise. Remove your hats for the scene of the... No.
We'll make scarves that say Ram and Sam, and everybody holds them. We're walking down
on the big screen. It's all. Hey, on the big screen, it's like Sam, Sirico, and you like look.
Yes.
Hey, Ram, he's like.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
Down the tunnel, and it's all just so good.
I love it.
Yeah, we postponed ours now by a year. It's next August. But man, we barely got that rescheduled date because so many people already had 2021 booked, and now you have all the people rescheduling. It was like a few days of complete madness because you're calling the venues to see line up, and then within an hour, someone else is called and taken that date. Oh, it was crazy, man. Yeah, something.
Okay, my positive news story. It's not. It was just the first one that I saw, and I was like, oh my God, that is so cute. Thousands of flamingos flock to Mumbai amid lockdown, creating a dazzling sea of pink.
Wow.
Oh, that's cute.
There's been a lot of those, a lot of cool, videos of animals coming out of the wild and, roaming through streets in cities now that people are on quarantine. Those have been cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying all that. And then usually there's that little hashtag, we are the virus, that, comes right after it.
Yeah.
Either way, I love the animal things. And
like the animals. We suck.
Here in Quincy, we have gnats that bite, and we just kind of went through that period. I think we were all inside for that terrible time. You'd go outside and you'd just be attacked. There are memes of Tyrannosaurus Rexes and vultures and all these other things, just all animals just coming in and just attacking you. But the memes that were around were they're all out there just where are they? Aren't we eating right now?
You saw Chick-fil-A? I've heard of this. The chickens are like, not us. That was lame. It was really lame.
No. It was great. It was great, Taylor.
The story you have will be better.
Did you come up with this story, Taylor?
Well, so I pulled this straight out of Future News. This one's coming out of, this is November. I don't know if you can see, but this is a really well-respected paper. It's called The Binder Paper. This is a story coming out of November. It says, San Jose Earthquakes defeat the odds, hoist MLS Cup in Wando's swan song quarantine season. It says it right here, 2-1, the final Wando 81st minute winner. And San Jose is back on lockdown. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, it says, great game at the stadium, Wando, boom, and the statue, literally, they cement his body on his way out, and he's stuck in front of the stadium forever.
Just like, what's his name from Star Wars? Come on. And he's stuck like this with blah, 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 blah. Chewie's best friend, Han Solo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
That brings up a question. What would his pose be?
It's got to be the.
Yeah, it's got to be that,
right?
like.
That where he flies in the air and he, like, don't be next to him because you'll get punched in the face.
What if he was like,
doesn't that be cheesy and there, like, has to be a soccer ball somewhere? You know what I mean? Like, like kind of Beckham-y or Ronaldo-y.
Hey.
Not the bus of Ronaldo.
Hey, Wando's like checking a text message in a statue. He's like,
yes.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. Well, I had a thing where we have our top 10 something, but I can't think of 10 of one thing. So we're going to skip that. Let's review something that we've either watched or read during the shelter in place. Like, it could be Tiger King, but I'm not going to review that because that'll go on and on and on. But, like, I watched the movie Parasite the other night, and I don't know how that won Best Picture over Joker.
What?
You guys watch it? Did you guys watch Parasite?
I've seen both.
I have not seen Parasite, no.
Parasite was actually really good, but the whole time me and my mom were like, what the French is going on?
That's fair. We were fairly confused as well. Like we didn't really get it, but then once it was over, we kind of like sat there and was like,
yeah.
So,
me and my mom did that too.
Yeah,
and I was like, when's the Parasite coming? When is when's it coming? And
we had no idea what it was going to be about or what genre it was even in. It just runs the future. So we're like, all right, let's check this out. But apparently it's supposed to be some allegorical tale of just society in general. How
it's like a metaphor for something.
Like, especially in South Korea, like if you are born wealthy, you will stay there.
Yeah.
If you were born at the bottom, you are never coming out.
But who's the parasite? Were the poor people the parasite, or were the rich people the parasite? Because the poor people wouldn't have done that to the rich people and then I felt bad for the rich family and it's just, I don't know. I just
again, or I don't want to spoil it, but there were more characters than just the rich family and the poor family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So were
those other ones the parasite? And I don't know.
Here, while you guys talk, I'm going to act like somebody who's never seen Parasite that's listening to your review, okay? Watch, keep going.
No, I think I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done. That's literally it.
No, I know. I was making a joke because that's the guy I played for the last couple of minutes.
You were very good at it.
You should watch it. But only if you know how to read, because you got to read subtitles.
I was wondering if you guys wanted to talk maybe about like 90 Day Fiancé or something like that. No? Anybody watching that?
I have not watched 90 Day Fiancé. I have not watched Too Hot to Handle. I have not watched Love is Blind.
Oh, I watched Love is Blind.
My fiance loves that show.
Come on.
They're all like, all those people are creepy on Love is Blind.
Go on, talk. So what was 90 Day Fiancé? What's that all about?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So I did that. 90 Day Fiancé is a show where they show people from the United States, or like normally the person that's subject could be from anywhere in the world, but from the U.S., and they found love online, someone overseas. Now, if you can get a visa to go and meet with the person that you're falling in love with, etc. But that visa, they give you 90 days to decide if you want to marry this person and then they can come back with you and get citizenship kind of thing. So you have all these couples from different places in the U.S. that are going to, England, the Philippines, Nigeria, Colombia, all these places, and meeting these people they fall in love with for the first time. And then it shows over time their relationship. They find out a lot about each other. Sometimes they fall more in love. Sometimes they're like, whoa, this is a wrap. But you learn a lot about their cultures, the expectations of like parents from those cultures, what their beliefs are, what's important to them, because they introduce these people to their family, their friends, and it doesn't always go well. Dude, honestly, I thought it was super corny. My parents one day were watching it, and we caught like 15 minutes of it, my fiance and I, and then we came home, and we were like, well, let's DVR it next Sunday and watch a whole episode. And we did, and that was months ago. Now we're fully in, man. We are fully in.
Is that the show where the guy with no neck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, those memes everywhere.
You should see that dude when he was younger. He was actually like a regular, like pretty good looking cat, like regular dude. Now he's a mess. But his relationship's hilarious. Oh my God.
I'm guessing that's why we see it more often than the others.
You know what? The other thing is a lot of these people who are going overseas are super sheltered here already. Like they had some folks from the Midwest that were going to like Nigeria or going to like, the Middle East, etc., and getting absolutely shell shocked with what expectations are out there culturally and within a marriage and things. And like seeing that also evolve and those people evolve. It's become interesting, man. It's like my guilty pleasure, dude. It's pretty bad.
Well, it sounds also informative, and it sounds like you're learning some stuff too. So
yeah. It's a thing. Yeah.
So my full-on quarantine show has been Tiger King, along with we're watching a lot of Ray Donovan as well, which is awesome and great. But I have had the opportunity to reintroduce a show to Michelle that she has never seen or heard of before, and it's a little show called Community. It was not as big as the biggest shows, but it is absolutely quality. I think there are 5 seasons total. And I mean, we have very different senses of humor, my wife and I, but we can both laugh at Community. It's just so good with Donald Glover and Joel McHale and Allison Brie and a few other crazy cats in there, crazy characters and all that. And it's
crazy cat.
I get to show that to her, and she's
nice. The cat plug. Hey, you know what? There's also some good like stand-up comedy stuff on Netflix. Like Chris D'Elia's new special just came out. That's super funny. Guys.
I love him.
Oh, he's amazing in that. You saw his new one?
Yeah. I saw half of it and then I fell asleep, which has been the norm of things that I watch falling asleep.
And also I'd say a guilty stand-up pleasure, because you cannot feel good about yourself if you laugh at any of this person's jokes, is Anthony Jeselnik.
Oh.
I mean,
didn't he used to date Amy Schumer back in the day?
That makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think so. When they first got like big, they were dating each other.
That is one where it's like every time you laugh, you're like, I'm going down.
Dude, that guy, I don't know what to think about that guy. I'm up and down on that guy, man. Hey, I will say, knowing that the hot weather is coming, a show we stumbled upon the other day, which the host is not that great, and like, but what's cool about the show is it's about a company, like a guy who come in and they do custom swimming pools. So it's called like Insane Pools Off the Deep End. But the show itself I'm going to be honest, it kind of sucks. But the finishing product at the very end of all the pools and what they do, crazy stuff, it makes you like long for like, wish I had a luxury pool summertime,
I'd kill for a pool right now.
It's like gratuitous finish. Mm-hmm. It's like you see like just terribleness, and then it's just like,
it's like that. Actually, my fiance just told me that we were looking the last couple of days for above ground adult pools, because with how things are going this summer, we're like, man, we're not going to be out a lot or traveling a lot. So I think she called like 13 places because people are running out, and she just landed one. So
there you go.
But it's like
Instagram or Twitter or on all social media platforms.
Oh, it's nuts. And they're doing these like stock tank ones that are like custom, but then there's these above ground ones, and like people are like taking them off the shelves like hotcakes, man. Oof.
I want a pool. I
We
want one of
got
those inflatable jacuzzis, the Coleman inflatable jacuzzis. I want to get one of those.
Yeah.
California people right next to an ocean, wanting your own body of water.
We can't go to the ocean.
We can't go. Look at this guy.
Wait. I got the Mississippi River about 24 blocks away from me. That's what I got, and I do not.
Yeah, well, hey,
Cool.
that's not bad.
That's
That's closer than Santa Cruz to us.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, that's weird. I'm east of the Mississippi, but barely.
Just barely.
Yeah, east of the Mississippi. Not my favorite side of the Mississippi. You know, I'm more of a west of the Mississippi kind of guy.
West Coast, West
Can I
Coast.
show this? Should I cover that? There it is.
There you go. Okay. Tell us something we don't know about you guys. I already know what mine is.
Okay, tell us yours.
Okay, so today they sent out a work email. Our HR lady, Peggy, was like, hey, what's a hidden talent that you have? And I sent a video. Actually, some people know this about me, but I can clap with one hand. No, not impressed. I can clap twice with two hands.
That is the sound of one hand clapping.
If I saw you in public walking by me doing that, I'd be like, dude, Lord help that girl, right? Like,
Yeah. She can stay at least 12 feet away from me.
Oh, man.
Who's next?
It's a good way to social distance. Get away from me! Get away from me! Anyway, don't you hear me clapping? That was a great film. I'm clapping for it right now. Great film.
You guys are just jealous that you can't do it, so whatever.
I can clap with one hand. That's a talent of mine.
But what are you hitting? Like, what are you hitting?
Finger to there. But
she takes a lot for her, and it looks like, come on, you get it. Yeah.
Someone's hand comes up. Watch, look. It's like not even her hand. Look, I can do it.
Yeah, she has another one. It's like one hand clapping. My talent that I don't know, that people don't know, I don't know. I have very stretchy face skin, I guess. Like, my ears are super flappy. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this. But they have there's no cartilage in there, so they're super flimsy and flexible for no reason at all.
wow.
And my cheeks can blow up really big.
What the hell? What is happening?
I just have very flexible face things, and I can give myself cornrows.
Whoa.
Whoa! Wait! Stop! All that other stuff you did, cool. Put it to the side. Do the cornrow thing again, dude. Dude looks down and suddenly he's like ludicrous. Like, what on heaven's
Luda? I miss Luda. He had great lyrics. Why does he want to be an actor now?
He did.
Cornrows.
Instant cornrows.
Oh my god.
Wow. I don't think I'm gonna share anything.
Yeah, don't share anything after that.
The cornrows did it. I don't have cornrows. In fact, I look like a Guido. My hair is so long I have to start doing this. I got the Guido thing going, Jersey Shore here.
Just gel and head out the window.
Yeah.
Good.
Man, that was something. God, that was stunning.
Something.
I'm shook. I'm shook. This dude just made cornrows appear. That was magic.
Yeah, there's
You're a wizard.
Issues. I'm a wizard, Harry.
That was
Yeah.
crazy.
I feel worried about Taylor. He's like, he's never gonna look at me the same again.
I'm concerned. I'm concerned. I don't know how you did. That was something. He's got a lot of skin. It's just crazy.
Not else good.
What the hell?
Shall we move on? Are you embarrassed now, Taylor?
Embarrassed? I'm still shocked. A hidden talent.
No, something we don't know about you. Yeah, something we don't know about you. Anything.
Something you don't know about me. Oh gosh, you know a ton of. Let's see. Dude, I had a tumor removed from my face 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty wild.
That was wild.
Really scary. I'm glad you're good now, huh?
Yeah, man. I played in a league soccer game a bunch of years ago, and it was raining, and I went to slide tackle a ball as forward. The defender was going to clear it, and we were pressing on them. I slid tackled, and the slickness of the water pushed me across the ball. So I hit ball, and then he swung through it, kicked me in my face. So he knocked me out. And when I came to, I was like checking my teeth, checking everything. I was like, man, and something didn't feel quite right. And so when I went to the doctor was like, oh, it's just bruising and et cetera. But there's something else that we found that you might want to have it looked at. And I thought it was just this thing that was swollen from taking the hit. But when I went to my oral surgeon, they did a bunch of scans and they found a tumor in my face. And so they ended up cutting from inside my mouth from here to here to remove it. And the moral of the story is, had I never been kicked in the face during that soccer game, who knows what could have happened or how far it could have gone. But they removed it, safe. Now it's been 2 years and a couple months. But yeah, it was scary for a bit. But soccer, it's weird. My family, we all laugh. We're like, man, sometimes you got to get kicked in the face to save yourself. You know.
I can't believe it's been 2 years already.
Wow, I'm very glad you're good, man.
And to Quakes fans, one of the biggest concerns I had after that surgery, because a month later we had to start the season or something. I was like, I still want to be in stadium show host, and my face looked like Shrek, like literally Shrek. I would show a photo, but I'm super embarrassed. But yeah, I was scared.
It'll match the Sasha's fingers.
Yeah. Anyway, on to nicer, funner things. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
So this is the last thing
That's a
I
happy,
have
fun thing.
for
You're
today.
good. I'm happy.
Thank you.
What is the first thing you're gonna do once we can like really go out?
Oof.
So let's say tomorrow everything is safe, we can go back to normal. What is the first thing that you're gonna do?
My first thing was hugging someone, and I don't know why I went there. Like, I have no one in mind. That was just the first thing. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Oh, that's a good question.
I'm gonna go to a winery.
Wow.
Nice.
That's all I want to do. Is go to a winery.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go to a nice steakhouse with wifey. She'll get fish. She'll probably get a nice salmon. But I want to go to a nice steakhouse, sit down, and enjoy like a porterhouse. Something way too big that I will not finish, but I will just indulge.
Like $100.
The meat packing factories are open again. Wait, you and your tofu.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be a hater, so go ahead.
Enjoy your Beyond Meat Dunkin'.
Hey, Beyond Meat stock is on the rise today, and
by the way, it's actually pretty good.
That's because there's a shortage of the other kinds of meat. You know, that's all that is.
I know.
Beyond Meat is tasty, though. I do like Beyond Meat.
It is. The Impossible Burger stuff, too. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy it. I would say my fiance and I love traveling, man. And we had so many flights and things booked that we've had to either eliminate or postpone. I'd say we probably, if they said, hey, everything's 1,000% clear, do whatever you want to do again, which is a bit naive, but I would get on a plane and go somewhere. The other thing is, I have a friend who's moving to Austin, Texas. He's been a best friend of ours for like 15 years. He bought a house. It's in escrow. He's going to Austin, and he leaves at the end of May. And all of our friends were so tight, our group, and it's like breaking our hearts that like one of our best friends is leaving and we can't give him a proper send off. We can't do a proper thing for him. It's like, it's wild, man. That's
just all go down there and party once it's safe.
For sure. Yeah.
Hey, they're getting a team in a couple of years too.
Yeah.
More reason to go down there.
Yeah, but he's already let us know, you just because you moved to Austin, you don't, you know what I mean?
Don't become a traitor.
Yeah. Damn it. We'll find you. We'll find you.
All right. Well, that's all I had on the agenda today.
What he says, I don't know where he's going to be.
He's over there for me.
Miss those guys, man. Miss those guys. Special guys.
All right, everybody. Well, join us next time as Marvell and I will be talking to somebody new. We don't know yet, but join us next time.
Thank you, Taylor. You're awesome.
In another episode
cool.
of Off Pitch 74 Shelter in Place Edition. Maybe we'll have Taylor back too sometimes. He's okay.
Sorry, got to do it.